would be a viable option. So with that, that wraps up the presentation, and I'd like to open it up to questions.
Thank you. Could we have questions now from the rest of the people in the class?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for the presentation. You all spoke very well. It was informative. I'm wondering why CAP's PCR ozone generator is the best option for your target population, since there are so many different options for water purification in the household point of view. I know you mentioned a few of the chlorine, bottled water as other options, but there's a few more, and I feel like $500 to $800 for a household to buy clean water might be a big initial purchase. Even buying a Brita for myself when I first moved here, I'm like, oh, $30.
Sure, and there's a couple areas to think of, and the first one is the Maslow's hierarchy. You are paying for the clean water, and getting clean water is the basic need for somebody. They are going to probably they're going to find it in their budget to be able to get clean water. But secondly, is that as far as pricing goes right now, we are going off of the best estimates that we've been given. He wasn't even sure if $500 to $800 was the exact price range. So given the other options that they have right now, the only other option, Dynatech, is $4,000. So they're obviously going to choose a $500 machine over a $4,000 machine, I would think.
And really, once they purchase it, they'll really be able to keep it for a long time. So like your Brita filter, you have to change it, 2 to 3 months or something like that. Whereas an ozone generator, you buy it once and really you can keep it for the life of the house.
Oh, so it lasts a few...
It lasts a long time, yes.
Yeah, there's no chlorine.
Whereas chlorine, anything like that, you actually have to purchase it every few months to re-clean the water.
This is generally meant for large populations too. There's absolutely no question about it that the individual within Ukraine can even come close to affording this. So it would all be geared towards specifically municipalities as well as larger government organizations. So it wouldn't be geared towards, Justin and his wife who work for a minimal amount a year.
And just to follow that up, is there any advocacy going on in Ukraine to push the government for taking up the responsibility of providing safe water for their citizens?
So Mama 86 is one of the organizations that's pushing that, and there are a few other smaller organizations as well. But given the current economic state as well as the political state, I mean, really, that's just not priority.
Well, thank you.
They've got a couple issues going on a little bit before that. So as a whole, it really makes entry into the market, as we said, and to push this product immediately, this is going to be a long-term project, and it may be several years before they're even able to market the product out. But I mean, when the political situation turns around, maybe their economy stabilizes, that might become a high priority.
Yes.
Have you thought about, I guess, lobbying municipalities to change the building code and having sort of this product built in with new homes or new apartment buildings? Are you mainly looking to target existing homeowners?
Well, again, and this is going to come back to if we are talking hypothetically about what could happen given invested capital not only within the company or within the government, which there is none, right? There's a lot of different options. So what we really did focus on was the research leading up to a marketing plan and really how this is an almost implausible idea to do at this current time. So given that, I mean, we could tweak specific marketing or lobbying, but still without the specific funds that are available, and it goes in more in depth in the actual report, I believe. You could lobby X, Y, and Z, but if the government doesn't have any money, A, so there's no foreign direct investment, B, there's no new houses that are going to be built, right? There's no FDI coming into the Ukraine even for this project. It's all human resources that people are donating, and that only goes so far. I mean, it's a really bad situation. I wish I could put a smile on it, but unfortunately,
just to back that up further, I mean, originally we did think the government was the right one to go after, since the disposable income of Ukrainians on an individual level is very, very little. But the Ukrainian government itself has been downgraded to junk bond, so even they don't have the resources to put into it.
They can't raise money,
Yeah.
essentially is what that means, without an immense amount of risk for investors. Yes.
Why the Ukraine?
That is where the, you want to
Yeah, Cap and K, they are, that's what one of their exit strategies is, to create a company in the Ukraine. KIPT is currently in the Ukraine. They're the ones that received the grant, the $1 million grant, to figure out a way to launch something like this into that market.
That's where the knowledge base is too, apparently, from our research. The subject matter experts in this entire field are at this Ukrainian power plant.
Any more questions? Okay, well, thank you very much.